When the sun sets, the undead awaken. To slake their hunger, they feed upon the herd of unaware mortals. Right beneath our noses, the kindred clash against their rivals as they vie for control of the city of San Francisco. Are you strong enough to cheat Final Death and see another night? Vampire the Masquerade Rivals expandable card game from Renegade Game Studios.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Vampire Wednesday. As usual, I am Matt Holland, and I'm here alone tonight. It's going to be a little bit shorter stream. I just want to get you guys some important information if you're going to be attending Gen Con or thinking about it. And we have much more coming next week where we'll have a live show talking about tournament rules and further organized play information. But real quick, I want to go over the fact that Gen Con registration for our Prince of the City and other tournaments is live. If you head over there, get your badge, and sign up. Thursday, we are having a pre-release for the Wolf and the Rat, which is the second expansion for Vampire Rivals. You'll be able to get a copy of the game, get some exclusive promos, and win some cool prizes. Friday, we are having the first ever Prince of the City tournament. The first prize there is inclusion in the game. You will become a character, a vampire in the game, and have your likeness show up in a future product or promo card. So a pretty cool prize. If you have a longtime vampire character or a link to the world and you want to become a part of it, this is your chance. A lot of other really cool cards and prizes available there. We've got some pretty cool playmats, Prince of the City card sleeves, plastic havens and agendas with a nice UV gloss spot coating. Lots of fun stuff like that. And there are pretty nice participation prizes. So even if you're not the winner, you're not getting into the game, you're going to go home with some fun stuff. If you don't make day 2 for the tournament, we have a head-to-head event happening on Saturday. So that's a one-on-one straight-up tournament, and it'll be great prizes for that as well. And if one of those big tournaments doesn't quite fit into your schedule, or if you're playing all 3 of them but just want more rivals, we're going to be running on-demand pod events throughout the week. So whenever we have open space, if you've got enough people, you can come sign up and play rivals either one-on-one or multiplayer, and just play a couple rounds by yourselves, get prizes within that group, and then either turn around and do it again or go off and do something else at the show. But we are really excited to see the game played physically, see people establishing the meta and the meta kind of crystallizing for the first time. So I absolutely hope that if you are able to attend Gen Con this year, that you join us. Big update and important thing about Gen Con. We have announced previously that Blood and Alchemy will be, which is the first expansion coming out relatively soon here, will be legal for play in the main event, Prince of the City. That is still the case. However, we are not 100% sure that that expansion will release 30 days before Gen Con, which is what our sort of stated timeline was. Just due to the fact that global shipping right now is an absolute mess. Game companies and many other publishers and manufacturers are just having a hard time getting things to a place reliably in the same amounts of time that we were used to, sometimes taking much longer. We're going to have the expansion. We just may not have it out in all stores and fulfill the pre-orders 30 days before Gen Con. So in order to keep the expansion legal, we're going to be making a little exception to that. But in order to make sure that players are not caught off guard or blindsided by cards they haven't seen, we wanted to make sure that everybody is aware of this. And we're going to be adding the Blood and Alchemy cards to our card database within about a week. So you'll have plenty of time to fully familiarize yourself. We've got a stream, a past Vampire Wednesday for both of the starter decks and the Crypt Pack that'll be available for you to watch, to go through and see a deep dive into the cards. But if you want to sit down, click through the card database and look at what we are adding with the Tremere and the Thin Bloods, this is going to be an excellent tool for you to familiarize yourself and be prepared. So even if you only get the expansion 2 weeks before Gen Con, you'll already have a great idea of what's in there and how that's going to play into your plans for your deck at the Prince of the City. So we apologize that it's not going to be, that it may not be 30 days before the event, but we are going to do everything we can to ensure that everybody has a nice, smooth experience still and gets to play with these new cards at the tournament. So don't worry, the Wolf and the Rat pre-release event, we don't have to worry about that. That product is being airshipped in instead of the traditional ocean shipping, so we will definitely have that there available for you to play with on Thursday. And if for some reason you're unable to pick up Blood and Alchemy at your friendly local game store or elsewhere in the intervening time between release and Gen Con, we will have that at our booth, and we will make sure that we get you hooked up with a copy so that you can have access to the cards that you've been thinking about theory crafting with and kind of preparing to use. So all of that said, we apologize if we don't get it out 30 days before, but we think we have a pretty good plan to make things work smoothly, even if we don't. In addition to that, like I said, next week I'll be here with Matt Hyra talking about the tournament rules, how we're going to be handling scoring, some of the tweaks that will be happening in the tournament environment, clearing up some of the questions that people have about, how do I do the blind bidding thing? Is prestige public? Things like that. Answering people's questions and getting those in front of the community in a draft form so we can get everything spelled out and defined before you guys go into your first big tournaments, and so that your local game stores can start using these upcoming kits to run organized play at a local level. So please tune in next week, see what's up there, and have a chat with Matt Hyra and myself. But until then, let me just check. That's all the news for today. I hope you guys are all as excited about this as I am. I am super psyched to see the prizes and to see people competing for them at Gen Con. So please join us. Sign up if you have not already, and we will see you there. Thanks for tuning in.